everybody, welcome to the AP Chemistry Summer Assignment. My name is Mr. Dulick. Today I'd like to just take a little bit of break from your summer vacation, just kind of talk a little bit about what I expect from the summer assignment, the goal of the summer assignment, and to point out some of the resources for you. Okay, so first thing I want to talk about is the goal of the summer assignment, and the goal of the summer assignment is to basically just review the basic concepts from your previous chemistry course. In order for you to demonstrate that you successfully, completed that work and you are ready for AP Chemistry, you're going to need to take a final summer quiz. All right, so whenever you're ready to take the final summer quiz, all you have to do is click on the assignment here. All right, so the assignment is basically going to be 25 questions that cover all of the topics that are going to be in the AP summer assignment. You're going to have 3 attempts on this particular assessment, and I will take the highest grade out of those 3 assessments. That's what I will take as a grade. And again, that's the only grade that I'm going to take from this entire summer assignment, and I will upload that sometime at the beginning of the school year. I think everything else is pretty much self-explanatory here. Again, tells you the topics and then some information about how to use Canvas. And you can use the AP periodic table, list of equations, and the common polyatomic ion. So these are the documents you can have out when you're taking the quiz. And that pretty much is it. I don't think I really have anything else to say about the final summer assignment. So I guess one thing I do want to say is, how do you prepare, or before you take this summer assignment, what should you do to prepare for that? So let's take a look at that next. Okay, so first of all, we want to look at the topics. And as I said before, there are 5 topics that you're going to review for this summer assignment. There's scientific measurements, there's general basic atomic structure, getting into molecules and ions, then you get into nomenclature, which is naming and formula writing, then basic chemical equations, chemical reactions. That's where you're going to be balancing, predicting products and stuff with the chemical reactions. And then the last topic is gases. I'm not going to go through each of these topics individually, but I do want to just give you a general overview of what's in each of those topics as we look through them. So the first thing you're going to find in each of those particular topics are a list of objectives. Now, if I click on, let's just say we do the scientific measurement one here, just as an example, you're going to see the objectives are listed here. So this is basically everything you need to know for this particular unit. And I would strongly suggest that you start here, because the objectives are going to give you an idea of what you're going to be covering. And you might go through this and go, yeah, I know this, or oh, no, I don't know this particular topic. That way you can kind of focus on that a little bit more. All right, so the objectives are basically the goal of the particular topic you're looking at. I've also included some reference handouts in here and some practice sets. Now, the practice sets can be taken over and over and over again. These are not limited to just one try, so you can do these for mastery. I tried to make them short so that you're not spending a huge amount of time on each of them. Like this one's only 5 questions. So take that quiz. It shouldn't take you very long. It'll instantly grade it for you, and then if you do well on it, move on to the last, move on to the next topic. All right, now if you notice, each of the practice sets are linked with these letters and numbers, which coincide back to the objectives. So if you want to test that objectives A1 through A3 through, with A7, you can click on this practice set and that will test that. If you want to practice significant figures, then you would just do this one. So I kind of focused on each of the practice sets individually based on the topic. When you're finished with all of this, what you could do is you could take the unit quiz. This unit quiz will just cover all of these topics here. So that might even be a good place to start for some of you, is to take this first and see how well you do. If you're not doing well in particular questions, then you can go back and look at these. Now, if you have, I would definitely take out your notes from your previous chemistry class to help you with these things, to help you go back and review if you need to. But what you could also do is, if you forgot some things, I did include in here some video lessons. Don't feel like you have to watch every one of these video lessons. Just watch the ones that you might need the review on. So if you don't remember significant figures, or if you need a little brush up on those, you can watch the video lesson on the calculations. You can watch whatever you need to. That's your resource there. So then you can go back and retake this quiz, and you can retake these practice sets. Keep in mind that these are not graded assessments. These are just there for you to practice, to make sure that you know these particular objectives. Okay? That's pretty much the breakdown of each of the units. Okay, so each unit is going to have that. You're going to have objectives, video lessons, practice sets, and a unit quiz in each one of those. And then when you're ready and you're finished, you can go ahead and take the final summer quiz. I put a link to it down here at the end. But if you want to prepare for that and you don't want to take, because remember, you only get 3 attempts on that. So you could do is you could take the final summer practice quiz. This one here is pretty much that same quiz, just in a practice style. Again, no grades. You can take it over and over again. And again, it's going to cover all of the 5 topics that are in there. So it's a little bit longer than the other practice. It's about 30 questions. But again, it's designed for you to prepare and be ready for everything. So, okay, so you can take that unlimited number of times. But again, the one that you have to work on and be finished with is that final summer quiz. And it should be completed before the end of the summer. And like I said, out 3 attempts, I'll take the highest grade out of that. One last thing I want to mention before I go here, actually 2 things I want to mention. The practice out of the topics. Out of all of the topics, I'm assuming you guys will be okay with the measurements. This is basic atomic structure, protons, neutrons, electrons, basic ion stuff, positive, negative charges, more or less. Anyway, the big ones that I think you really should focus your attention on are 1C, 1D, and 1E. Those are probably the ones you're going to see quite a bit throughout the year, chemical reactions and nomenclature. One little disclaimer about AP Chem is they don't put a lot of emphasis on naming and formula writing on the AP test. Like, you're not going to see a question that is specifically name this or write the formula for this particular compound. But having a good knowledge of nomenclature makes things go a lot faster. It's more efficient. You feel more confident. It's just a good, well-rounded skill to have in a chemistry course. But like I said, these 3 topics are probably the most important. A lot of you probably already know scientific measurements, probably know atomic structure pretty well. It's these last 3 that tend to be the ones that give you trouble. The other thing I wanted to mention is if you run into some trouble, I put in here something called the AP Chemistry or the AP Summer Assignment Help. It's basically a discussion board that you guys can post your questions to. So you might even want to go through these and see. This is from previous students from previous years, basically asking questions, and it's just a format that we can all work together on. So rather than everybody sending me individual emails about this question or about that question, we can address it here because then other students can see those questions as well. And this will help us to kind of, work together as a group, as a community, to kind of answer each other's questions. So if you see somebody asking a question about gases or about chemical equations and you feel like you can answer it, please do. And I'm going to go through this and I'll check and make sure that everybody's okay. But it's just a way to keep me from going crazy and answering emails over and over and over again. And if people have the same question, I can address it once and there rather than answering 5 or 6 emails regarding the same topic. So if you send me questions over the summer, I'm probably going to direct you to this just to kind of keep us on track. And again, you can go through those other questions and see if it's already been asked in there. That could save you some time as well. And finally, before I let you go here, if you do have any specific questions that are more outside of the content of the summer assignment, regarding anything other than, questions specific to a topic or something, send me an email here and I'll be checking that throughout the rest of the summer. All right, so hopefully you guys find this useful. If you guys have any other questions, like I said, the 2 places to contact me, the assignment help or the email. Again, hopefully this won't, you feel like it's going to take up a lot of your summer. Hopefully it's, like I said, if you can take that summer quiz the first time and get a grade you're happy with, and I'm fine with that. You don't have to do any of this other assignment in here. I just want to make sure that you can demonstrate to me that you're ready for AP Chem. All right, you guys have a great rest of your summer, and I will see you guys soon.